Lord of the Flies is a novel written by William Golding which depicts the relation between savagery and civilization. We see this relation best represented in a character named Jack. In the novel, Jack is portrayed as a very savage and violent being, addicted with the idea of hunting. From the beginning of the book, Jack desires power and wants to be seen as a leader. In the first chapter, Ralph is elected leader of the group, but Jack does not get that. Jack believes that he should be the leader of the group because he has always been the leader in the past.
Are you the leader? Jack's the oldest. But Ralph's the colonel. I think you should be Ralph. I'm a colonel. I'm a Ralph. He's Colonel Ralph.
I guess she just won the election.
To prove his worth, he tries to kill a pig, and when he was unsuccessful, he vows the next time the opportunity appears, he will not flinch from the thought of killing a living creature.
Nearly got him. Next time.
In Chapter 2, Jack shows that he's willing to lead the group and take charge in a lot of survival needs, such as hunting and making a fire. He also wants to make some rules, and if anyone would break them, they would get punished, which shows some savagery and mostly wanting to have power. This is evidence that Jack symbolizes savagery, violence, and evil in a man. He cannot remain civil when he is stranded in the island, and he becomes bloodthirsty and kills pigs without any mercy. He brutally kills a pig, and then he and the other boys kill Simon, thinking that he is the beast. In Chapter 8 of the novel, Jack and his crew murder us all. The narrator states that Jack laughs and shakes the Saul's blood off his hand. He laughs when Roger sticks a spear into the Saul's anus. He laughs when Roger twists a spear while the Saul screams in pain.
Jack and the boys killing the Saul symbolizes the frustration they have within living a life without their mothers. As the novel progresses, we come to the conclusion that the more savage Jack gets, the more he's able to control his group. When the little boy tells the group that he saw a monster, and Ralph says that the boy just had a nightmare, Jack uses his fear of the monster to control the group. In Chapter 11, Ralph, Sam and Eric, and Piggy go to Jack's side of the island to confront him about stealing Piggy's glasses.
You're the one that won't keep your own end, tearing up our camp and stealing Piggy's glasses. You've got to give them back. Got to. Who says? I do. Piggy can't see. If you wanted to have a fire, all you had to do was ask.
When Ralph accuses Jack of stealing, Jack feels offended and attempts to stab Ralph with a spear. Ralph manages to block it, and he strikes Jack across the side of his head. Ralph tries to persuade Jack's crew to act civil about it, but Jack and Ralph end up fighting. Piggy tries to speak, but Roger, at the top of a cliff, pushes a rock and kills Piggy.
Get out! What I'm saying is, if we don't get rescued, we might have to live here for a long time. Maybe the rest of our lives. Please, Betty. We are stuck here until we get old. Then we can't go on acting like kids. We've got to be sensible and make things work. No!
After Piggy dies, Jack screams at Ralph and states that he is alone and there isn't a tribe for him anymore.
Huh? What are you gonna do about it? You're out of it, pal. You're on your own.
To conclude, we can see that Jack symbolizes the violence throughout the story, which correlates with the theme as a whole, as the book is set on survival and violence is a very important aspect of it. He also shows violence in acts of not just killing animals, but by showing no sympathy and playing a part in Piggy's and Simon's death. William Golding tries to show different aspects of independence in characters, and Jack symbolizes determination in the most twisted of ways. In the beginning of the novel, we see a spark lighten up in Jack as he gets stripped of his rank as captain. A spark filled with determination and rage. As the story continues, Jack's hungriness for captaincy just grows bigger and bigger, and he would stop at no extent to prove his worth. He showed this by killing pigs and ultimately Simon. Although it wasn't his fault, he showed no mercy and or pity for Simon. Near the end of the story, Jack's intent for leadership attracted many of the kids on the island, but certain execution strategies led to the death of Piggy. Ultimately, Jack became fed up with Ralph's questioning his authority and decided on a plan to kill him. In our point of view, we see the novel trying to portray different aspects and attributes a person needs in order to survive in different characters. Jack represents their determination, but without the ability to acknowledge other interests, determination will eventually grow large enough to spark violence and hatred in a person, and Jack represented that numerous times, from the killing of pigs to the plan of killing Ralph.